Hey guys, welcome back again to Vanishing Gates. Turn the intro off. So, I'm your host Jay, and I forgot to turn off the sound again because, guys, I really have a problem with this. I'm not a rocket surgeon. But now, twice in a row. No, 3 weeks in a row we've done this. Oh, I got it going on now.
You know what? It only took half a minute though to fix that.
Anyhow,
we're improving, you guys.
As always, I'm your host Jay, and with me is
the future Doctor Who, the 20th Doctor.
And now Paco's phone is going off. Will you turn
Would
the
you
sound
turn
off
the
on the
volume
phone?
off?
You know what? I will as soon as I share our video. You know what?
Turn the volume.
If there's one thing that I like to be able to give to this show is that I am always supportive and I'm always sharing and I'm always liking. You know what? And I'd like to be able to give that to our fans, our vanishers. Please like, share our videos and our page so we can have more viewers and we can have more
We haven't
fun.
even done the intro yet. Can we
Yeah,
do the intro?
but
Can we
you know
at least
what?
get
So
to the
what?
intro before we start like
So
bumping
what?
ourselves?
I'm just saying. Like I'm doing it. If I'm doing it right now, like why can't other people? You know what I mean? That's all I'm saying.
Hey guys
That's
in
all I'm
chat,
saying.
good to see all of you.
Hello,
so
everybody.
Hi, Bo.
Yeah, but he's right. Please like and share the video cast.
And now let's introduce Seth because
Hey, Paco.
Got to
It's
be on
Paco.
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 And Paco.
Hi, Vanishers.
Anyhow, guys, so an update. We are now streaming. Well, we're not streaming yet, but we have a Twitch set up now, thanks to our dear friend Erin, who suggested we go on to Twitch. You guys, if you're in chat, you know who Erin is. She's awesome. The Murphy sisters, or the soon-to-be non-Murphy sisters, because one's getting hitched.
yeah,
Oh my
things are gonna
God,
change.
don't
Maybe
do it.
Also,
Maybe they'll be nicer.
Bridget,
I mean,
congratulations on the white coat ceremony.
Yes, congratulations. Congratulations.
Yeah. Good job,
Congratulations.
darling.
But, you know what? Really think about it.
But so,
Really think about it. What the
he
fuck?
says don't get hitched.
It's terrible. It's terrible.
Guys, we're all over the board on this episode tonight, but we're going to talk about Bigfoot, but we're not there yet. First, I want to mention our buddy Jason Glenn over at Cotton Studios, because it's that time of the year. September is upon us. It is basically Halloween.
It's that time of the year every month.
It's right around the
Like
corner.
as soon as
guys.
Halloween ends, it's that time of year, guys.
365 days a year, buddy, except for Christmas for one day.
You didn't invent a day just in case?
Thanksgiving for one. I should have.
366 days now. Just an invented day that's there.
I'm down for this.
That's exactly what it is. There's a new day in the calendar system.
I will support this.
Which one are we gonna? Are we gonna give it to October and stretch Halloween one more day?
All right, guys. Just for a heads up, we're probably going to open literally an entire wall in the studio to the outside.
Yes.
Because it is sweltering. We have a heat wave I've never felt before in Eureka. We live in Northern California
And
on the ocean.
Hold on.
Once the people of bigger cities with much more heat hear us say that we're sweltering and dying.
So hold on though, before we go further into this whole heat wave thing and everything else,
hear your
you know what I mean? Like, so not to say that, you know, like we're completely spoiled or anything, but once you get into an environment and you start to adapt to the environment, anything other than what you're adapted to is completely out of the norm, and so it kind of feels like it's more overwhelming than normal. It is over 80 degrees here in Eureka, and we are dying up here.
Yeah,
I know other places like 100. It's 115. Don't get me wrong. I'm not like trying to like shine down on those guys or anything like that. But for up here, it is hot as hell.
For the record, we actually have a heat warning in effect.
We really do.
Yeah,
we really do.
For 80
degrees.
80 degrees. Now, for the record, I was in Willow Creek today. We'll get to this later. But for this aside, I was in Willow Creek. It was 100 plus degrees out there, and it felt
It was
just
like
about like
110
it
out
feels
there.
right now. Yeah, it was like 110.
Yeah.
But they're away from the ocean. We're
Yeah.
right there. It's
Oh my God.
moisture and
It's so
humidity.
humid up here. It's so
Speaking of
humid
which,
up
actually,
here.
I think
That's
we
right.
should.
Listen to what Lady Gaga says.
Hold on. I think
Yes.
I think there's one thing
Talk
we
about
should
my
do.
glasses one more time. Talk about my glasses one more time.
I can't
Hold on.
help it. You were born this way.
Let's drag the show down for a second. We'll get back to this excitement, this happiness in just a second. But I think we should probably say, prayers to people in Texas right now.
Yes.
Hurricane Harvey.
Yes,
Absolutely.
absolutely.
I wanted to do that after the humor was
Okay, yes.
in there because we have friends in Texas.
Yes.
Yes.
And, what's happening in Texas, and now I think it's moved on like to another state as well, Louisiana or something.
I think they're about to get hit by another Class 5 hurricane.
Guys,
too.
send your prayers and good intentions over that direction.
Yes.
And if you have money, send them money that way too. Find
Absolutely.
a reliable charity, though.
It's not just that, but they've also asked with anyone who has a boat that can travel and get there to go and help.
Absolutely.
There's also charities. There's one that I like about. There's one that I've listened to. They're not a sponsor, but there's Survival Crate or something. Survival Box.
Do they do that?
They actually
Okay,
for
cool.
every one time you order, it's like $100 for a crate. They'll give a week's supply of food to a to some of the not charities, but the shelters
Yeah,
down
to the
there.
needs.
That'd be
Well,
So
What,
if you
Survival
do,
Crate? What's
yeah,
their
I believe
website?
it's Survival Crate. I think it's
Survivalcrate.com. Well,
I think
let's pimp that out, guys. Check it out. If we're wrong, please let us know in the comments section over here,
Please do.
and support them. If they're giving out okay, so I'm gonna say it right now. The My Pillow guys. That's another business that they make these $80 pillows that are supposed to be just amazing. I've never touched one. Also not a
I got
sponsor.
$80.
I have nothing to do with these guys. I buy cheap pillows, which is why
Yes.
my neck always hurts.
Totally.
But
Walmart is the place
One thing
for
they
pillows.
did though, one thing they did is they sent 65,000 pillows down on the first run.
Damn.
65,000 as a gift to help charitably, and they're sending more. So find the guys that are doing these charitable things. And then there's that other guy, Mattress Mac or whatever.
Yeah, I heard about that.
He opened his store to have people in there
absolutely.
just to, if you need to sleep, if you're a rescuer, if you're lost.
And he can't sell them either anymore because
He's
they were
at
used,
a
so
loss.
he
Yeah, no.
he lost most of his stock now because he
But
gave it up.
he did it for the right thing.
to the
And
people.
kudos to the guys from Louisiana that went over to Texas with your boats and went to help. What are they calling that?
Oh,
Is that
dude, it's like no.
I know
It's like
Louisiana Navy or something like that?
no. It's like it's more of like along the lines of like a spicy chilling name. Like
Yeah, I can't remember.
I don't remember anyways, but I did want to bring that
But
up as well. Like,
kudos to them.
very big kudos.
Send your prayers and thoughts to those guys because they're putting their
Absolutely.
lives on the line. It might not seem like it, but that flooding's really, really crazy.
It is amazing what
So
you guys
let's
are doing
put
out
our
there.
thoughts and prayers out that way. I wonder now. This is a somewhat serious note with the Chicago thing right before that flood happened, which was nothing comparatively.
Yeah.
Really.
I mean, entire towns
This
are
is,
gone now.
this is bigger
Yeah.
than Katrina. I saw a
Oh,
graph
yeah,
where
no,
the
big time.
waterfall is much bigger.
But
And
big time.
man, I wonder if they saw Mothman. And I don't say that as a joke because in Chicago they did.
Someone
did see
could have.
Mothman.
I mean, it's not like everybody
I mean,
sees it. It's some
all of
people,
a
like
sudden-
small towns could see it. I mean, there's an
Yeah.
entire town that is gone now, and I can't remember what the town
There's
is
probably
called.
more than one.
The infrastructure.
Have you
is
seen?
where it
Have you
touched down.
seen the videos of the streets where people are finally getting back home in Texas, and they're just throwing? They have to throw everything out.
One of the ways that the town was designed was because it's on a flat plain, but it's 35 feet above sea level, so it shouldn't have flooded like this.
Right.
But the problem is that they designed the spillways because it's a bayou. It's a
Right.
flatland bayou.
Yeah.
So what happens? They designed the spillways in the streets. So they thought that the streets would, instead of going to the houses, it'll flood down the street. But the problem is that they didn't design it properly, I guess, and so it's too much because the north feeds rivers down south,
Yeah.
and so the north overflowed, and now the dams are having to be let out because the dams are going to burst.
I mean,
And so it's just
how long
too
has
much
it been
water.
since anything like this has ever happened to these guys?
This is
I mean,
the
this
first
is
time in
the
history.
first exactly. This is the
first
first
time in
time it's
history.
ever happened. Like, I mean, this is something completely out of the
Well,
norm.
the first time that we've lived, that people have lived there,
Well,
that we know
of course,
about recorded,
Of course,
so I'm sure
of
it's
course.
happened
But this is
before.
something
No, this is
completely
just the
out
biggest
of the
one that's
blue
happened
that
that we
nobody
know
was
of.
ever prepared for. You know what? And our hearts and our prayers, they go out to
They go out to
every
you guys in
single one
Texas,
of you guys.
in every city, not just Houston, everybody.
Absolutely.
And for those of you who are out there
Absolutely.
helping,
Thank you.
Sláinte, cheers, health, good luck. We
Absolutely.
love you guys. Thank you, because that is like the best sign of like humanity is what's going on. People are helping each other out.
Absolutely.
People are just showing up. Like,
I mean,
They're out of nowhere, just and now Texas did the same thing for Louisiana when Katrina hit.
Oh, yeah.
So it's a big plus. You know what?
absolutely.
It's people helping people. That's the best thing ever.
Absolutely.
Now,
the worst part about this is if you think about it, most of the people from Katrina were relocated to Houston, which is the place that's getting hit
I don't know
by
if I'd
this
say
horrible.
most. I know
Like, I think a
people here that
large
were
chunk
relocated.
were relocated to Houston.
Yeah.
A large chunk of them were relocated to Houston. How bad is that? Like in your lifetime, having two of the most catastrophic hurricanes strike you.
That's just, I mean, damn. Guys, so yeah, keep those guys in your thoughts and your prayers, and especially our viewers in Texas, because I know we got a couple friends out there.
Vanishers in Texas.
Vanishers.
Vanishers in
Stay
Texas.
safe.
He's going to keep doing this.
Yes. Always and forever.
Anyway, so, man, like, when you go to something heartfelt like that, it's hard to shift gears.
It really
Let's
is.
do it
It
anyways.
really is. It
So,
really
I know,
is.
so just give me a second to regain my composure, because seeing the footage of what's going on in that situation. It's killing me inside.
We should have done this
I
last.
can't get out there and help. I know.
We should have
well,
done this
Probably
last.
We probably should.
You know what? No, we shouldn't have done this last because those guys are towing their boats out there to help. They ain't doing that shit
Oh
last.
my god, dude, those guys
That's
are out
the
there.
first
Those guys
thing
are
they did.
amazing though, dude. Like they're just out there, just and like they got the police department out there rooting them on. They got the freaking the National Guard out there rooting
Everybody's
them
helping.
on. Like everybody's helping out these guys. It's like
I know they
it's like
canceled
not
the
these
Super
guys
Bowl.
are helping out the National Guard or the police department or anybody else who's there.
Yeah.
You know, the Red
Nobody's
Cross.
listening to Texans.
Both.
Nobody's
The Texans and the
listening.
Guys,
Cowboys.
guys,
Okay.
guys, I do have some good news
That's
that's come from this. It's a sign from the Lord. Apparently, the Dallas Cowboys have canceled their preseason.
Oh, thank God. The
canceled
Dallas
one of the
Cowboys should
preseason
probably
games.
actually
One
cancel.
preseason game?
They
It was
should
the
cancel.
Texans versus the Cowboys. They canceled it.
Well,
They
they
should
canceled
cancel
it
the
for
entire
Houston,
season.
not for the
Can-
Cowboys.
Duh.
They
Cancel
should
the
just
entire
cancel
season.
the Cowboys.
It's gonna be okay,
Well, in front of
Cowboys.
you.
It's gonna be okay. James, I love you, but
I know Mom's
Cowboys
gonna be
are not
really
preseason.
mad about that one. So let's go to Cigar of the Show because we do have to shift gears a little bit. We're doing these dog
almost done.
logos again.
Are we going to do these ever again? Like,
no,
to be
I
perfectly
really hope
honest,
not. I really
they're-
hope not.
they're not bad cigars,
No.
but they're not the best.
They're not the
cigars.
quality you guys are used to me buying,
Yes.
but that's the problem.
They're not
You're
It's
quality.
used to me buying
And so, like,
cigars.
Like they taste really good. They have a really good, like they burn really
I mean,
well,
they're okay.
but they just burn so fast.
You know what they are? They're mid-ground, but they're fast-burning.
Yes, they burn so fast. It's like I can't even enjoy an entire cigar the entire time. Like I'm almost done with mine already, and we're like what 12 minutes into the show.
Are you actually time watching right now? Lady
I
Gaga.
know. I just looked into it.
Paco Gaga.
Paco
Gaga.
Gaga. Hey, you know what? I mean, she's kind of hot though. I mean,
On
like
24/7
like
sports.
she's actually Lady Gaga. Like
Oh,
she's
God.
kind of hot, dude. Like she's kind of.
I mean, I'm not saying she's not. I don't think I've
Right.
seen her
no.
like without makeup on and stuff.
Oh, dude, you gotta look her up.
I got
Look
trust
her up.
issues, bro.
Look her up.
All
I
right.
believe it. I believe it. I
So-
trust that. I'd have trust issues if I was you too.
With a face like mine, you know, like, that's all. All right, so today we're going to talk about Squatch, our buddy Bigfoot.
What?
Word.
No way.
Yeah,
Today
no, we are.
is a Bigfoot episode.
Yeah, there's a reason for this. So
Oh my God.
yesterday was the 50th anniversary of the Patterson-Gimlin footage being filmed over in Bluff Creek.
You are so completely right. Out there off the highway.
Wait a minute.
96.
I'm correct.
I know you guys are big Bigfoot believers, but I'm just
Big. Why do you say big?
I'm gonna have
You're
to come
the
out
one
there
that
and say
on
it.
your bio on our
Hey.
website. Like, I'm not like Jay. I believe in. Bigfoot.
I'm not saying that
You're
like back
stupid.
on Wednesday I actually bought a Bigfoot burger. Or
Oh, those are so
anything.
good.
Oh my
At
god.
Early Bird.
Oh my god, dude,
Guys,
so
there is this
delicious.
restaurant
Oh my god.
just a while east
Oh,
of Willow Creek.
oh my god.
Okay, and they actually
Best
make
burger
make the
ever.
burger for it, and
It's a Bigfoot. It's a Bigfoot burger. Oh my god. Yes.
show.
It's okay. So they got this bun. Right? They got this bun that's completely in the shape of a Bigfoot.
Oh, well, hold on, and
And
chat.
then-
Hey, Bridget, you're a little late to the party. I
Yeah.
already said that.
Yeah,
Joe.
yeah, no, totally.
We
totally,
still love
yeah.
you. And you weren't even on the. You weren't even watching when I congratulated you on your white coat ceremony.
Yeah, we take it all back.
Steve.
We take it all back.
We don't.
But
Okay,
anyways,
never mind. We don't.
Bigfoot burger is it's really good.
Yes, and it
It's
has
the
like
shape of a
two
foot.
has 2 third-pound patties on there.
They
Everything
know
on
that.
it.
They
This
use a
burger
bun.
is amazing.
Oh no, it's an early bird cafe. And guys, these aren't a sponsor. They don't even know we do the show.
No, we don't.
But
we
we,
don't.
again, you know that Paco and I are beer delivery guys for the most part for different companies. But we go over there and that food is amazing.
Amazing.
If you've
Oh my
ever been
God.
out to Willow Creek and you're on that $2.99 stretch,
Oh, dude.
that is the place to stop for a
It
darn
really is.
good burger.
It really is. You know what?
So if any of you in
even speaking
Chicago or Canada want a great burger, come down to California.
Of course you're not come here.
Not
What
to go
is it?
down, not to go down a rabbit hole or anything like that, but also if you're ever in the town of Mad River here locally off of the 36 area,
They don't have Bigfoot
You're
stuff.
probably a
they,
drug
they have
addict.
they have no big.
That is
like I
probably
said,
the
like I
best
said,
burger in
I'm
the
just
world.
kind of going down a little bit of rabbit hole of burgers, but they have
Mad
this.
River Burger Barn.
Yes, the Mad River Burger Barn.
Not
Oh
gonna
my
lie.
God, it is, and like when you walk up to
Oh,
it,
how
it is an RV
Failed that drink.
kitchen. Okay, it is made out of an RV, but it is, and you'll wait.
I don't
30
trust
minutes.
that after
You
Joe
will
Method.
wait 30 minutes to get this burger, But oh my god, dude, it's
Because
so
they're
worth it.
murdering
It
people in
is
the
so
back of that
worth it.
place and
You know
chopping
who
them
I-
up for
you know who-
burgers.
Maybe it's the son of that one guy.
It's Joe Metheny.
No, the food there is amazing too.
It
Why are we
really
on
is. It really is.
like a
I don't know.
roadside food?
I
We're talking about
told you a
burgers.
rabbit hole. I told you we were going down a rabbit hole.
We
Let's,
need to
let's,
do a
let's bring it back.
roadside
Let's
food
bring it
stand
back.
show.
Oh,
one day.
my
We talk about
God.
weird things that happen at road fight. Well, I mean, we did that with Joe
Oh.
Metheny.
What we need to do is we
roadside
need to save money to go to burger joints every few weeks.
Yes,
Red Robin.
absolutely, absolutely.
Red Robin hands
Hey,
down.
Emily.
Red Robin, that's it.
All right, so
Farmer
guys.
Vincent's fritters.
50th anniversary of the Peterson Gimli
Farmer Vincent's fritters.
photo
In chat,
video.
we are quoting Motel Hell. It takes all kind of critters
To
to
make
make Farmer Vincent's fritters. Oh, Lord. So the Patterson Gimlin footage was shot 50 years ago yesterday.
What?
Was it 50 years now?
You would think that they would have some sort of convention for this.
Was it 50 years now?
You would think that it would be so big.
You would
that
think
they
there'd
have
be
to
an
have a
event.
convention.
Was there an event or something?
There was an event that both of you guys flaked on.
No. I did
Flaked
not
is
flake.
the correct word.
My
for this
skepticism
one.
lies
I
everywhere.
Not so
Bridget.
much this one.
Thank you.
But this
thank
one,
you,
flaky
thank you. I
pants.
did not flake.
I'm skeptic of that.
So
did not flake.
what happened is Patterson Gimli footage was released or mentioned or was shot or whatever yesterday 50 years ago. And so the town of Willow Creek, because it was shot in Bluff Creek, which is close to Willow Creek, but I think it's technically Delmar County, isn't it?
So they literally don't hold any
No,
festivals
I
in the
actually
area.
want
It
to say
used to be
I wanna
Delaware
say-
County.
I almost want to say it's like Trinity County area.
No.
No, it's not.
No, it's
I'm
on
kind
the
of
side.
glad
It's
because
on
if you
the side.
consider the
Okay,
fact that they're
all right.
supposed to like, okay, so let me put it like this.
It's
So
out
they're
on
like,
96.
holy
then.
crap, this is where they shot
Yeah.
the Bigfoot. The Bigfoot. Your skull's blinking. It's dying. Anyways,
Oh, it's fine.
like, oh yeah, it's fine. We're gonna explode. Anyways,
it's fine.
I'm skeptical of it. Anyways,
Just like everything else.
it's the
Captain Jack.
Mandela effect. Anyways,
I was gonna say that. I was gonna try to steal your thunder. It must be the Mandela effect.
so they say to themselves, we're gonna. Okay, so this is where they filmed it. This is where these Bigfoots live. Let's invite hundreds of people to this location to stomp all over their grounds and like leave crap around. That'll be great.
Okay, so again, I'll say it again because I've said it before, and it's been a while since our first episode was a Bigfoot show.
It
I
really
think that's the
was.
last.
That is our
Bigfoot show we
very
did.
first
Our
episode.
very when we were just a podcast. It's still
we
on our
weren't even a
YouTube
podcast.
channel.
It was just a YouTube thing.
Well, it was a podcast. It's real.
So
it was just voice.
It was when we were deciding whether or not we are going to be a podcast or a podcast. We
Well,
might
no,
as
it
well
was
go
before
video.
we
It
were
was
gonna.
way before
I've
that.
always decided we're gonna do a video show, but before that, we started with a podcast, meaning it was just audio only. It was before Paco was even on the show. So if you guys go to YouTube, you can check it out. It's our first episode, Bigfoot and BS is what it's called, because it was full of Bigfoot
Avoid
stuff.
alien poon. I didn't want to name it that.
Oh no, never avoid the alien poo. What you don't.
Why
do
the
is-
hell we named it that? I'm still
Are
wondering.
you kidding me? We talked about it because the entire episode was about
I am skeptical about that.
aliens and
Whose decision was that?
mine.
Of course it was.
Of course it was.
Hey, by the way, seeing how we are
very
doing,
pre-Paco.
seeing how we
Good
are
job.
doing the Bigfoot episode, we only have 40 minutes left of the show. I really need you to
We have
finish.
as much time as
I
we
need
want.
you to finish that apple juice of yours so we can
Apple
pop
juice, yes.
open
this
Bigfoot
grape
one.
juice
Yes.
because we don't drink alcohol, nor do we
No.
condone
No. We
alcohol consumption,
don't. No, we do
Really?
not.
This is straight rum. It's just different colored.
and we're demonetized on YouTube just like that. I'm taking that out of your pocket. Not that he has pockets, because he can't afford pockets.
That's the only.
he wears PJ pants.
I know. I'm worried.
Technically speaking, you guys don't even know if we're wearing pants at all. I'm not. I'm wearing shorts. Get your mind out of the gutter.
That's
So
terrible.
anyway, Patterson Gimlin footage is filmed. Willow Creek, California does this huge festival. And I mean, when I say huge, I mean it's big for Willow Creek.
It's freaking huge.
Yeah, I mean nothing
It's-
exists out there other than that once a year thing.
There is a
so.
lot
there's a
more
lot
that
out Willow
exists
No.
out there. Yes.
No.
Him too?
Yes.
I
A great
decided
river
no.
spot?
Oh my
You
goodness.
decided
Are you
no.
Crazy.
Jack has spoken.
Alcohol exists out there in Willow
Oh,
Creek.
word.
Jack has spoken as the future 20th Doctor. The Doctor Who. That's not a thing.
Will you stop with the Doctor Who thing? You're not even English.
Technically, I am.
Or Scottish or Welsh.
I'm
You,
Irish.
you have a better chance of being James Bond than the next Doctor.
Wait, I can be James Bond.
It's so true.
Well, yeah, there's
Yeah,
never been a
I
British
mean-
James Bond.
So true.
Sweet.
I really want to open up.
I'm gonna
that
be
bottle.
just
We're
as
gonna
good
get
as Sean
through the
Connery.
You better
Can
hurry
we
up and
work
drink
our
your
way
apple juice.
through this garbage and get to the vino?
Yes, we can.
Good grief, son. So I want to talk about the Bigfoot event. So what's happening is I did some footage, filmed some footage out there, got some interviews, got some stuff where people were asking what their opinion on Sasquatch was, if they thought it was real or fake. And I've compiled them randomly throughout. I was walking around like a cretin and harassing people basically, hey, I host a paranormal show. Can I get you on camera saying what you think about Bigfoot? And I know, right, in chat. Thank you, Bridget.
Yes, thank you, Bridget.
Bridget in chat says,
Yes.
Jay, I do not condone alcohol. Is wearing a shirt about alcohol.
Real quick, since we're about to get to the topic,
It's not like I'm wearing a Corona shirt either.
Shut up!
You know? Hey,
Well, that's an eclipse.
wanna
shirt.
go?
Hey,
Calm
we
down.
had a
Calm
solar
down.
eclipse. It's just about the corona of the sun. on the
exactly.
solar eclipse.
Exactly.
It's just about
And
solar
I
eclipse.
am mostly
So
Irish.
since we're actually going to get to the show soon and the topic, go ahead and hit the share
I
button
don't know
on the
if
video.
soon is the right word.
So if everybody hits the share button, that'd be great.
Yeah, please share this because it's
Please.
helping us
Please.
tremendously.
During the show, it really helps to bring people in if we're live.
Absolutely. It helps us boost up on the algorithm of the Facebook thingies.
Yeah,
And also, don't forget to check out our YouTube channel if you haven't yet, and subscribe and like it a lot, and watch it again and again and again.
Click
And
the little bell.
make your comments. Yeah, click the notifications.
Mhm.
And okay, so what's happening? What Jack's saying is we're not getting enough exposure because, well, we suck. But what's happening is the Facebook algorithm doesn't know that. They just know that people aren't sharing every post, liking every post, commenting on posts. And honestly, I don't have enough time throughout the week to post as much as I'd like. If I could do this every single day, I would absolutely.
I have all the time
Because
in
you
the world
guys
to
are the
post,
bomb diggity.
but I'm really
Right back.
bad at posting things. I think I logged into my Facebook once just to check the page.
Vanishing co-hosts.
Vanishing box. I guess I can just go there too.
Well, I guess I can just talk about Bigfoot days. 50th annual Bigfoot.
That's roughly how it went anyways at Bigfoot Days. It was just Jay.
No, I mean it was because someone told me they were going to be hanging out for Bigfoot days and helping out.
Who was
My
that?
camera battery died. Someone was going to bring a camera too, and then it didn't work.
Wait. Who was that exactly? Was it Paco?
No, there's this
Was it
blonde
Bigfoot?
guy. I mean, he's big. He's bigger than me.
Hmm.
He likes cigars,
I like cigars. I'm
but
bigger
he
than you.
stayed up all night and then was.
I
too
stayed up
tired.
all night.
Yeah,
I was really tired.
maybe it's a coincidence, but I'm pretty sure it's
It
you.
was probably Paco.
No, Paco let me know beforehand he couldn't go.
I did too. It was just 2 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, the 2 o'clock in the morning is not beforehand. If we have plans to meet at 8 when I pick you up to go to Willow Creek. Guys, I'm sorry. We're trying here.
We still talking about
Look,
me?
Paco's back.
We still talking about me?
No,
Yes.
we were talking.
We were
about
talking all the
failure.
crap about you while you were gone.
I mean, I know that I got big feet and everybody, but you know, I mean, this is.
No,
I
no,
think
don't go
we're
that.
really
No,
starting to
rap,
take
no,
it-
stop.
I think we're starting to take
no
it too
rabbit
far.
holes.
We're starting to take
No
it too
rabbit
All
far.
right, so the fact is, we had this. I went to this Bigfoot festival, which is great. They had a huge parade. Oh, a huge parade. They had a great for Willow Creek. It was a big parade.
That marquee sucks where it's at.
What?
That marquee fucking sucks where it's at.
What
You
did
can't
you
even
just
read
say?
it.
What
You
was
have-
that word
you
you
have-
just said?
That marquee sucks where it's at. You can't even read it.
I thought you might have said something else interjected into the we're not supposed to say because we're trying to make money on YouTube.
I think you've had too much tequila.
All right, so I'm in Willow Creek.
Rum, sorry.
I'm in Willow Creek, and I'm just asking random people about their encounters or beliefs of Bigfoot. I'm carrying around a tripod with a very small camera because I don't have a professional camera.
I carry around
It's
a
a
tripod,
quality.
That's a quality tripod, though. That's a quality tripod.
It's a great tripod. The camera itself is okay. It's a great camera, but it's not what it looks professional. So I'm walking around in shorts and a gray T-shirt with a tripod with the legs extended out because I want to get stuff done.
Right.
You know?
I mean, when you
Ready
carry a
to go.
tripod, you want to get stuff
Asking
done.
people, and you know what? The response was awesome.
It was?
No way.
If someone had
No,
walked
it's
up
not
to me
even
like
go.
that, and see, this is like how I approach them too. I'm like, I'd see people walking, and I was hoping they'd have drinks in their hands. It's always the easiest way for me to communicate with people. But I'd say, hey, I host a paranormal talk show based on the unexplained and weird. We do a video, and I'm making a little special video for next week based on the 50th anniversary of Bigfoot Days in Willow Creek.
Right.
Willow Creek.
Willow Creek.
Willow Creek.
I
I have a speech impediment.
We're gonna
Stop
get
making
move
fun of
this.
me.
We're gonna get through this as fast as
He hasn't had enough apple juice yet, you guys.
How is Jack the sober one? He's acting like this. Oh, because the heat. We're dying of heat
Yes,
stroke.
we are totally dying of heat stroke.
No, it's probably just heat exhaustion.
I mean, I am fatigued and heated out.
I'm not getting in a cool shower with
Some
you.
people responded pretty okay with
No,
you
it's
walking
good.
up with a
No,
friggin'
yeah, no,
tripod
for sure.
open.
And I'd say, like, hey guys, don't mean to bug you. My name's Jay. I host a paranormal talk show, and we're here at Bigfoot Days, and I'm just trying to get people's reaction on what they think about Bigfoot, like real, fake, whatever. Do you mind if I film you? Do you mind if I take a video of you guys talking about your encounters, if you have them, or how you feel about it?
You tell me you're from Vanishing Gates?
Some people, yes, actually.
Please tell me you had a shirt or a card or something.
No,
He was totally naked.
No, I did. Well, okay, so here's the thing. In Willow Creek, the last time I delivered beer out there, I didn't have any cell service.
Right.
Turns out, I have full coverage out there now.
Well, of course.
I could have filmed an entire live show. I was live streaming from there.
We could
Had
have
you guys paid attention.
We could have done an actual show out there.
Yeah, we could have. Except it would have been me because
Let's go.
y'all didn't do it.
Let's
So
leave right
next
now
year-
and go to Willow
Okay,
Creek.
so if you were to call me up, be like, hey, Paco, we're gonna go down to Willow Creek and we're gonna be down there for like 3 hours. We're gonna leave like 10 o'clock.
day.
We're gonna leave at like 10 o'clock. We're gonna be down there for like 3 hours, and then we're gonna shoot on back. I'd be like, cool.
Sucks.
Like we're gonna do the show at the same time. Like that'd be amazing. Like I'm totally
Say
down.
that.
But you
You
didn't
already
say
said the name
that,
of the
so
song.
I didn't go.
I don't care.
So Jack does not approve of the cigars. You guys suck. So, but I did get this really bomb diggity glass from the event.
Full apple juice.
If you see,
Yes.
it's Bigfoot on one side, and on the
Nobody can
back,
see that.
nobody
Nobody can see
the
that.
outline.
Nobody can see
This is
Bigfoot
what-
right there.
Okay, so I have
You're
a
the only one
collection-
with glasses on right now.
That
You can't
nobody
see.
can see Bigfoot right
Okay,
there.
so I have a collection of glasses and stuff because I love to go to breweries and stuff and get a glass from there. I love to go to events. We do the Medieval Festival once in a while. I'll get a glass from there,
Right.
and I love to collect them. But this is like
He
the
loves it when
finest
other-
quality one I've ever gotten. It's etched into the glass, and it actually says the anniversary on the back. They
That
spared no
is-
expense. And the best part was,
Dude, it was
I
like
was the
$5.
first person there for beer.
Hold on.
I mean, apple juice. And being that I was the first person there, they hadn't gone over the prices yet for everything. And so the guy's like, well, I think they're charging $15 for a glass with beer in it. Well, I had already ordered a beer in a plastic cup they give you for $4. And the guy's like, oh, I'm like, wait, how much are these glasses? Like, okay, well, let's pour the beer in here and just charge me the price. I'll pay you the extra. Because I'd already paid for it. The apple juice, I mean. And so it's poured. I'm ready to go. And then the person that was actually supervising walks up and goes, oh, how much are these? Oh, 20 with a beer, apple juice. I'm like, oh. And they're like, they got a tip. They got a tip. Those guys got a tip. But this is like one of the finest pint glasses I have now, full of amazing apple juice.
Give me a minute to break it.
You know what you should do is that
Don't you dare.
You should pour some apple juice in that lovely new stein.
This
you
does
got.
bring me to a question as we're doing this. Like, should we do mugs or something like that? We should start.
Oh, we're doing mugs. So,
Yeah,
okay,
probably gonna
what
do
this brings me
mugs.
to, guys, one of the reasons I didn't want to be a vendor there, because I thought about being a last-minute vendor there this year, is I didn't know that we'd have enough internet service.
Right.
Because I wanted to do an actual show from there, a special show, before we came here and did this, our regular show. And it turns out they actually have Wi-Fi someone provided out there.
That'd be amazing.
But I did get a new prop piece for the show.
No, you didn't.
I went to the Bigfoot Museum. And I
Oh, there's a
was-
Bigfoot museum out there?
What? What's up, bro? It's Sasquatch.
So we're gonna have a contest, name the Squatch. So
Ooh,
email us
that's gonna be
your
good.
ideas for
That's gonna be
Squatch
good.
names.
And
So
you're
it's
not
actually-
going to, so it's gonna
I
be
know,
me
right?
naming
Nobody
it.
ever emails me.
I'm
anything.
gonna do it just to win.
I need
Post
stories.
it on freaking Facebook.
I'm gonna say
Start
his
a
name.
thread for it on Facebook.
You know what?
Stop this crap.
I'm gonna
with
start it
emailing.
off. I'm gonna say his name's Carl.
It's not.
It's not Carl.
I'm gonna name
It's a bad
Steve.
name.
But it starts it off. So Carl is my input. I can't win anyways. So I mean, there was just
Yeah, we should name him Jack.
Jack. That is a horrible. Who would ever name themselves Jack?
Jack
It's
Squatch.
just- it's
Only
just
the greatest
horrible.
people.
Okay,
ever.
so there was
Wow.
someone mascotting as Sasquatch at the event in a
Did you
Chewbacca
get a
costume.
picture with him?
Chewbacca costume.
Did you get a picture?
Yes, I got video.
Okay.
It's
perfect.
going to be on the video. So what I was going to do is I'm putting together a video, a special little episode where it's like highlights of the event. We're going to actually talk about a little more in depth about Patterson Gimlin footage, stuff like that, and Sasquatch.
That'd
So
be
let's
good.
actually get to the meat and potatoes of the show.
There's
Yeah,
meat
like
potatoes
the-
to this
like-
episode.
like
God, I
the-
hope so. I'm
like the
hungry.
grape juice.
I would love to actually have something.
Right? I haven't eaten forever.
My arm
Can we get
hurts.
some grape juice on the show?
After this apple juice.
Look, dude, how desperate are you for the grape juice?
I'm just saying, like, my cup is empty, and I'm waiting for the
Give him some
dang
freaking grape juice.
His cup runneth empty. Okay, so now
Oh
this
my god,
also came from Willow Creek, right?
it did
Which
actually.
you picked up quite a while ago.
I did.
It's been a set piece for a while.
It's been very long that it's actually sat here. It's been like, I don't know, like 4 or 5 months that it's actually
5
sat here.
This
years.
is Stomp, Wild Stomp,
Yeah.
Bigfoot blend from Washington.
Yep, it is from
Oh yeah, there are.
Washington.
Washington?
Snohomish.
How is it from Willow
Snohomish.
Creek?
So, well, he bought it in Willow Creek,
Oh.
along with that Sasquatch driver's license hanging from the deer antlers back there.
Yeah, you really should let
Nice.
that breathe for a little bit, but it's okay.
Just let it breathe.
It has a twist top. You don't have to worry about it if it's a twist top.
It is so true, so true.
You
Thank you,
don't
sir.
store it
Thank you.
corked down. It's not worth doing.
Let it breathe itself over there.
So,
I'm just saying, like, it smells really good. You know, I'm excited about a Bigfoot wine on a Bigfoot episode. We're doing Bigfoot things here.
But now I'm sad because I liked it be bright blue or black or purple or whatever it was.
we can fill it with grape juice. It's fine.
Welch's.
All right, so let's talk about some Squatch stuff. I went to the
Squatch
Bigfoot
stuff.
Museum, like I said, and they have an actual entire room dedicated to Bigfoot.
It's called the Bigfoot Museum, right?
It really
So I would
is.
assume more than a
It is.
room would be
It's-
dedicated.
No, it's the Willow Creek China Flat Bigfoot Museum.
It has Bigfoot.
It has a
in the name.
gigantic Bigfoot out front, like huge, towering, taller than the building Bigfoot. It's awesome. You guys will see that when I finally cut the video together this week sometime.
I would
for
love
this
to
special.
see it. I would have loved to see it in person.
And also, everything in Willow Creek is Bigfoot based. All the names is Bigfoot.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
One of my favorite companies I used to go rafting down the Trinity River, which is right there, is Bigfoot Rafting.
Mm-hmm.
And again, not a sponsor, just
I mean,
throwing that out there.
you have the Bigfoot Motel up there. You have the
I think I've
Bigfoot
done that.
Restaurant.
It's good.
You know, I mean, there's a lot of things over there in Willow Creek that is based off of Bigfoot. I mean, it's just such a huge thing. And I think there's even like 3 statues of Bigfoot in the town
Oh,
of Willow
there's
Creek.
more.
I mean,
But wait, there's
There's
more.
I'm shocked the houses aren't designed as Bigfoots.
Well, I mean,
the
even
motel
hardware
kinda is.
store
I think it's
has-
Big Feet.
Well, how do you know he didn't lose one leg and arm?
Oh my god. What the hell?
You gotta pluralize everything. What's wrong with you?
Ugh.
Sasquatch. Now, Jack, take over and talk about Bigfoot for a second. You're the one that's on this, right?
I have no idea what's
Yes,
going
no.
on. Okay, hold on, I got
I
this.
have no idea.
Bigfoot's probably one of the greatest and most well-known of all the legends. It's no legends. It's one of the greatest legends.
Cryptids.
I think I saw it jump like 8 cars once, and it smashed the crap on him when it landed on him. Man, it was like just the craziest thing. I saw it live. It was amazing. I was
I
up
hate it when
live.
he's telling the truth.
Best monster truck ever. Okay, the school bus is a quick second, which is actually in the local area. This is South Park bus, but
What happened to Gravedigger?
Oh.
We're not going to talk about Gravedigger at all.
I'm sorry, Gravedigger's
I mean,
amazing
come on now.
too. But let's face it, Bigfoot's better than Gravedigger.
I mean, you're probably right.
It just is.
You know, the show's based mostly on the unexplained and the weird, not so much the
Automotive.
fairground.
You told me to take over, and I talked about what I knew.
Do you not remember any of our first episode?
I don't remember what I had for dinner last night.
He's like,
be honest.
he's like a goldfish, man. His memory lasts only 5
This
seconds.
is the worst Bigfoot episode ever.
No, we just
This is
haven't
the
gotten to it
greatest
yet.
Bigfoot episode.
Oh, again, no,
ever.
this is gonna be amazing, actually.
I love this episode.
We're gonna
Yeah.
lose literally all of our
No,
viewers.
we're really
right
not.
now.
We're really not because you guys
I
are
mean,
amazing.
it's interesting how many people have actually seen, the cryptid Bigfoot around. You know, I mean,
That fella?
it's mostly seen in in Northern California, Washington, right? I mean, in the Northwest versus anywhere else in the United States.
That's not true.
Really?
Oh
I
no,
thought that
no,
was the
no,
case.
hell no. Actually,
I know things.
The weather
Damn
stuff
it.
in Texas going on right now will probably bring out some weird Bigfoot anyway. Like the fires right here, the fires going on north. People think they're going to see a bigger frequency of Bigfoot sightings.
Dude, he's sleeping on the couch at my house right now.
Really?
Yeah.
I actually believe that.
We'll get an interview.
I would totally
Get an interview with that.
home Bigfoot.
You know, I emailed Bobcat Goldthwait to be on the show.
Did you?
Still
What
waiting on
did he
Dan
say?
Aykroyd though.
What did he say?
I didn't get a response.
Mm.
If you guys aren't familiar with Bobcat Goldthwait, he was a stand-up comedian,
Mhm.
and he was really well known for his police academy appearances.
We're still not talking
And-
about Bigfoot.
Well, no, because it's going there. But he did do that film Willow Creek. That was his
He
film.
did.
Willow Creek, the movie.
It
We're
was,
talking about Willow Creek, it ties
I
in.
want to say it was kind of after the Hoopa project, actually.
Much
I think-
after
I
the
think-
Hoopa Project
yeah,
by David Paulides.
I
Yeah.
still think that a
Pretty
lot
sure
of these
it was-
sounds that people are hearing, you know, like the knocking and the screaming, stuff like that, it's just two different groups at the exact same time talking to each other basically by accident.
Are you talking about
Or maybe it's just
Sasquatch
you
or
sleeping.
people?
Yeah.
Maybe
I think
it's
it's
just
just
you sleeping.
people. They're all out there searching, and what that
They're all
like,
there partying.
none of them realize that there's like Destination Truth over here, there's the Bigfoot hunters over here, and they're both shouting
No.
at each other by
Okay, see,
accident.
now you're going into
No
what
more
we talked about
apple
the first
juice. You get
episode, but
grape
I
juice.
don't drink grape juice.
You drinking grape juice. It is a Bigfoot episode. You will have one glass of grape juice with me. Thank you.
You got grape juice issues.
My God.
Okay, so what do you think about Bigfoot, Jack?
What do I
Aside-
actually
like,
think about
if-
Bigfoot?
if-
I think it's not impossible. If it was a creature that had, you know, at least enough sense, like for instance, bobcats, mountain lions, things like that, they have the standard sense to avoid human detection. Like they clean up their carcasses. You generally won't see a kill around. And if it's the same senses, it might have actually been, you know, seeing humanity kind of like the raising of society. It had been near the towns and stuff like that. And then as the towns grew, it left the area and it went to a much deeper section.
Very warm.
That is very warm.
We should have chilled it down.
You guys really aren't good with grape juice.
I'm still listening.
So anyways, as society basically grew, it could have been intelligent enough to understand that it was threatened by these people because there's Theodore Roosevelt, is it Teddy Roosevelt who's had a run-in with Bigfoot?
Yes.
Well, he said he did.
He said, yeah,
No,
he
he
said he had that.
He did.
But,
He
You have
also
to
had a
believe him.
run-in with piranhas. It's been disproven.
You have to
So
believe him. You have to believe him.
but either way, the point
There's
is
no
that
proof to show
people have
otherwise.
said they've had run-ins. You know, people have shot at it. What if it got smart enough to understand, like most animals eventually learn, those things aren't safe for me. I'm going to go live somewhere they're not.
well, there are stories of tribes that actually warred with the local Sasquatch.
Mhm.
There's actually a place, I don't know exactly, guys, I'm sorry, I need to look it up again. I was reading about it, and I've heard about it on a couple podcasts I listened to. It's like the Valley of the Head Takers or something, or the Valley of the Cannibals. And the story is the natives would actually avoid this place because they went to war with this particular group of Sasquatch or Yeti or Yeren or whatever you want to call them. And these guys were cannibalistic. Now up north, it's not so much that it seems like there's different breeds of Sasquatch, maybe. Now keep in mind, guys, we thought the panda didn't exist until relatively recently. Same
Well,
with
that's
the
because
gorilla.
they were too lazy to even reproduce. They have to basically trick them into reproduction. What are you doing?
I think he's being a panda right now, and he's
Oh, yeah.
eating.
Just
Yeah.
so you guys know,
They don't
pandas are the
even eat
dumbest
like that.
animals on Earth.
I
mean-
dare you to fight one.
You were more like
would
a
not.
sloth at that point.
But I think I
that's
might be able to
okay.
outrun one, to be
You know,
honest.
sloths, you can smell them for like 100 miles. They're not cute. They're
It's just
stinky.
like Bigfoot. I wonder if
Oh.
Bigfoot's part panda, part
Whoa.
sloth.
Okay, so now, guys, if you've been watching the show since the beginning, you know that I was very apprehensive about the Bigfoot idea.
Until I came on.
Well, no, it's not that. I'm a hopeful skeptic. I can see why, and I can break down how much of this country is uninhabited. Where
Correct.
people don't hang out and go all the time.
No.
It's pretty empty. It's
Yeah,
long
most people don't
woods.
realize
There's
it's
so much
extremely
area that
empty.
has
Yeah,
never
and
really
I
been
did some.
explored.
I took some footage of like the mountains and stuff. I wanted to go actually through the woods and do a little bit, but I didn't get a chance. But with the smoke, it was hard to see.
There's so,
So-
much fire going on.
I mean,
over
you
there.
can,
fire.
like where we
Oh,
live,
God,
you
it's
can
terrible.
walk into the redwoods, and if you go to the wrong, you go towards the east. If you walk in even 10 feet, you could lose your way if you don't know how to
Oh yeah,
travel.
well, dude, we
You
can
just,
walk
you
into
just
a
be
park.
gone for months.
There's a state park in town
Oh yeah,
that
yeah.
I can walk into, and you will not be able to find me.
No, absolutely.
Because I know the area.
It's
and
just a state park.
really heavily wooded, and that's nothing compared to where these guys are said to hang
Yeah.
out. And
It's
that-
not easy.
So I'm not saying. What happened was I was always really speculative, and I've started to lean more towards. I'm going to say it now. I'm starting to become more of a believer in the idea of Bigfoot.
You
Okay,
know,
okay, hold on. My whole thing is though is like, what stops you from being a believer of Bigfoot?
Okay, so I've been in the woods a lot.
he's
Right.
not a
These
hard
woods.
drop on YouTube. That's
I've
why.
literally been to Bluff Creek where the Patterson
Okay.
Gimlin footage is filmed.
Right.
Which, by the way, looks nothing like it did.
Okay.
And as the gal in the museum was saying, all the trees have names, all this other stuff. I've been there.
Okay.
I've gone there. I've hiked around there
Okay.
and stuff. But what happened for me, what kind of like set me in a different direction is there are people that, I said this before in an earlier episode. There's people that aren't really full of crap about things.
True.
They don't really buy into stuff.
Yeah,
Right.
that's the biggest thing that convinces you.
And that's kind of, I'm not saying I fully believe, I'm a hopeful skeptic. I would love for Bigfoot to be real for sure.
Mm-hmm.
We already talked about Gigantopithecus on the other episode.
Mm-hmm.
We'll have to go into that again soon, like this episode probably, because we're in all sorts of different directions. But I know a guy who I would never have expected to say he believes in Bigfoot. He's from the area.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
He's up from there.
Acquaintances, friends of both of us.
Mm-hmm. And I asked him, like, wait, you believe in this stuff? And he's like, oh, absolutely, they're absolutely real. It's a thing. Hands down. He told me his encounters and stories. And when they were hunting, and then they're out drinking after hunting at their campsite, and he chucked his shell. He fired off his round and chucked the shell from his gun into the river. And they all had a weird feeling about it and stuff. Mm-hmm. And then the shell showed up on the counter later, and that's what makes him believe in that.
It's not like he saw Bigfoot. It's not like he saw Bigfoot or anything.
No,
like that. It was
but
just
he knows. But again,
just the fact of what happened.
Then he knows people that he's like, yeah, no, like if they say it, it's true, kind of thing.
Right.
And with this guy, I mean, my bullshit meter is pretty good. It really is. Like I interview a lot of people, and I'm not going to tell you who I think is full of it and who isn't. Like, well, we know Jack's
full of skepticism.
Exactly.
And the Mandela effect.
He claims to be a skeptic, and I can see it through that bull. But you know, after you told me, I'm like, dang, if he says it, if he really believes that, maybe there's something more to it. So when we do our Bigfoot expedition, I'm going to be thinking about, going to the places where he's from and really trying to get some
absolutely.
Good,
I mean, actually, I'm a lot less skeptical after we did the episode with
the swamp ape.
But yeah,
the swamp ape photo we watched.
That was a little too real. That was just,
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it's like in the swamp. There's a photo, and there's a guy. I don't remember we should have talked.
The way the picture was taken and the way the thing responded and how it's even
broken down by
the way the face was twisted around. And even great costume makers have an issue with the mouth.
And that was the problem. Okay, so first of all, guys, my biggest problem with Bigfoot is the Patterson Gimlin footage. I'm not gonna lie.
That's my biggest
hang up. But I talked to someone today who apparently has a second generation version that isn't so choppy and crap. And she says you can actually see all the detail, just like you and I are talking. When she said you and I are talking, we were not too far away from each other. So, and I might have an in to go and actually see it.
I think we should share that on the show.
Was it Patterson or Gimlin that was the one that was like already like busted for fraud like multiple times before?
I think it was Patterson.
Yeah. So she's like, well,
it was Gimlin.
What caused it was she's like, well, why would they use a female and have the breast in it? Well, because Patterson had a big affinity for a book written prior where the author's little girl drew a picture of Sasquatch as a female.
Right.
And I'm torn because I'm looking at the face up in the museum, and there's a hairy face. But great apes don't really have hairy faces.
No, their faces are pretty clean, right?
They are, and that's the thing. That's
they don't have beards.
I think even Joe Rogan pointed that out.
Hold on, before you go any further with that, how many humans have we come across, whether it be movies, TV shows, commercials?
Leave my mustache alone.
Facebook media.
And his eyebrows.
What social media in general? Like, how many people have we actually came across that actually have full on facial hair?
Well, it's not full on facial.
I mean, they cover like the
actually,
entire.
everybody has hair.
Yeah, no, you have hair on your entire.
Every person has hair on their face.
But we've seen people. Don't get me wrong. We've seen people with complete long hair covering
hypertrichosis, right? Is that
like we've seen that.
Werewolf syndrome.
We have seen that.
So Patterson just happened to film the only Bigfoot with hypertrichosis. Is that your argument?
No. What I'm saying is that if us as humans can actually have that gene to where we have that, I mean,
why couldn't they?
Why couldn't they?
I mean,
why? I mean, you're like half man, half ape. We really don't know everything else about Bigfoot other than what we can speculate.
I'm all man.
You are, but I'm just saying for Bigfoot reasons, like we're not talking about you right now. The world does not revolve around you.
Hold on. You said half man, half ape. Do you think that someone actually betted a Bigfoot or vice versa? Is that your theory? That It's half man.
Maybe it's a half
the
evolution.
offspring
I'm just saying. I'm not saying that's
of
an
some weird
offspring. I'm
internet
thinking.
thing?
I'm thinking. Okay, so like I have actually been on the show and we've talked about Bigfoot before. Not saying
I've
that
been on the show.
we're not saying that
What?
I've been on a Bigfoot episode. I'm just saying we've talked about this before.
Yes.
I know I've seen you on this show before.
And you know
I
what?
recognize
Is that why you look so familiar?
Yeah, I think we've seen each other before. Never heard you before.
Oh
though.
my god!
Oh,
It's all coming back.
bird.
It's all coming back.
Wicked bird.
But anyways, but you know, like to have something like so, like you know, there's a whole theory about us having cavemen and everything else back in the day, the dinosaur era,
I don't know
and
if we
everything else.
had cavemen as much as a theory as we came from. We were cavemen.
Well, I mean, you never know. Like we weren't there, so we really don't know. I mean, all we have is history. All we have is stories. You know, just the same thing we have is Bigfoot. There's more
So kind of
proof
like the idea
towards the cavemen than we do Bigfoot. But so say we had cavemen, and we end up evolving from cavemen, and everything went accordingly. We are where we're at now. Not everybody is gonna evolve the same way as everybody else. People are gonna, all the other cavemen are gonna like, you know, go their separate ways. They're gonna have their own stories. They're gonna have their own lives. They're gonna have their own decisions. And who's to say that those people, those cavemen, didn't evolve into actual?
So what you're saying is
all
that
I know is if you
And
ever
I'm just
start a
saying-
band, if you
I'm
ever
just
start a
saying.
band, your
I'm just
band
saying.
name needs to be Paco and the Cavemans.
Hey, that's
so
fine.
wait. So what
That's
you're saying
fine.
is you think that
That's
it was a separate evolutionary path.
Absolutely, absolutely.
That we went more technological and we went
Absolutely.
to a different path.
I
and
mean,
they
okay,
went
so like
towards-
if you look at the history behind Bigfoot, okay, and you look at everything else that they do for protection reasons, for living styles, for like living off the land and staying away from society that we have now, like they are very intelligent mammals. Like they're very intelligent, and they go through and they actually protect their surroundings. They are very survival people. They are very aggressive. I shouldn't say people, but they are very survival beings and very I lost my train of thought going backwards. But you know what? So I read the story. I know I said this on the show before, but I had read the story and heard about the story also that they set up trees. They pull trees out of the ground. They dig them back upside down to where the roots are hanging
I
out.
remember you saying that.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And they do that as a border to say, hey, this is my area. This is my land. Like, don't you cross these trees.
Wait, so we're not
You
the
know?
only ones that put fences around our property?
Exactly.
Get
You know
off
what I
my
mean?
lawn,
That's
you
pretty
Get
damn
much
off
what
my
it is.
lawn!
That's pretty much what, and if I was me, if I see a tree completely upside down with
If you
roots
were
hanging
you,
out,
you would be,
and the
you
top
would
portion
be.
of the tree completely dug in the ground, I'm telling you right now, like I would have to think 4 times before walking in through there. I mean, I'd still walk in through it because I want to see Bigfoot, but it would take me like 4 times to think about it.
It would take you 4 times to walk right now if you tried. You
Okay,
might be a little bit out of
time for
sorts.
Captain Jack's crazy theory.
It's been a lot of grape and apple juice. Let's just
All
say
right,
that.
so wait,
It's time for a Captain Jack crazy theory
okay,
time.
go for it.
Okay, go.
What if Bigfoot is actually Neanderthal species? We evolved from a different species, which is what human was from like Africa. But Bigfoots are Neanderthal. We warred with them, and they went to a secret underground society that we only see every once in a while, which is why they're
Bred
afraid
with
to come near us.
lizards?
Maybe. You don't know.
What's wrong with you?
You don't know their life. They might have done that.
I'm not judging. I'm not judging. If you want to breed with lizards, just
My crazy theory is that they're Neanderthal that warred with us, and now that's why they know to stay away from us because they're a secret society hiding from us. That's the case.
I like the interdimensional theory kind of too.
I don't.
I don't
I like
believe
my
it.
idea.
I like it. I mean, it's a good theory. I like the the thing that makes sense is these things are very, very adept to being avoiding things.
Absolutely. They're very smart creatures.
These
They're
two
very
guys
smart
don't
creatures.
think they run on all fours, which we know they do now.
I don't. I mean, I wouldn't put it past it that they run on all fours, but at the same time,
Able to
I
run
think
on all fours.
I really think that majority,
Okay, if you look
90%,
at how
I'll take it down
prints
to
are made,
85% of a Bigfoot's
bro.
day-to-day basis is completely on 2 feet.
Well, no, I get that too. But if you look at how the steps, if you believe in the prints at all, which is why, I mean, before Patterson Gimlin, long before, like early 1900s, there was stuff found, prints found.
Right.
If you look at how the leg sits and stuff, and how the foot comes down,
Right.
it's set more for the ability to go down on your hands. And if you believe in Bigfoot, you got to believe you're still linked to Simeon.
I mean, so
And
I mean,
it's a fast way to
what
move.
what has really been like the biggest thing
Steps.
through all of our existence, between not only spiritual but also But scientific is that, you know, like the biggest thing that conflicts between all that is that like the whole ape structure, like we were from apes and everything else.
Well,
You know what I mean? It's like, what if this was something that was completely just like mixed into where like
aberration,
yeah,
maybe?
exactly. You know, I mean, you know, like so like apes, they walk on all fours, but they use their knuckles, they use their hands to be able to for more support than it is
walk
actually.
on all fours.
Except for
Of
the
course we
fact,
can. Of
hold
course
on,
we can. Of course
hold
we
on.
can.
Humans cannot move at a quick pace on all fours.
Why not?
I can.
Because your arms are not long enough to your
No,
legs
I
to
absolutely
create a good
can't.
stride.
No,
Okay, so
Well,
for
to-
Bigfoot
to
though,
come-
their arms
okay.
are. If think of like gorillas. Okay,
His arms
gorillas
would have
can
to
do
be longer than his legs.
both. Not
what
necessarily.
if
It has to be long enough. It just has to be
To get a deep,
Mine
if
are
you look
past
at
my
gorillas,
knees.
if you look at great apes or any kind of ape, their legs are
Okay,
shorter
but they
or
don't
half
move.
to their,
Gorillas
their
don't
arms.
really move
And
that
they're
fast.
inward.
Anyway, chimps
Or
do
they're
and
bent,
stuff.
they're bent. But the thing is
But the
that
way the foot strike
when you look
is-
at them, their legs are shorter than their body and their arms. Their arms are
are
longer
longer
than the
than
legs.
That's
of
fine,
their arms.
but they
Yes,
also
absolutely.
move in a swinging motion a lot of the time when they're in a
Absolutely.
hurry. So this animal, if the arms are a little bit shorter than that, or a little longer than that, but a little bit shorter than what gorillas have, their legs are normal size, and their foot positions properly. All they have to do is bend over, hunch, and move,
Right.
and that's it. Because a skating movement is a quick movement.
Unless they have a completely different.
Plus, they'd be able to hook up the
physiology
trees.
in this
Well, why
regard
wouldn't
as
they
well?
have a slightly different? Well, we already know if they're real, they have a physiology that's different than us.
Then their bones would
They're
have to be
apes.
different.
They're going to be different. No, not necessarily.
Like the way our hips are designed, we wouldn't be able to do.
Do you
that.
know how much? Do you know how much pressure it takes to break your humor or your the higher bone? And you're like, Bridget, where you at here? Chad.
We need
I know
Bridget's
what it's
medical
called when my
jargon.
brain isn't not working.
I hate to admit it, but I've dislocated hips before.
I have. Oh God, that's not what I was going for. The upper leg bone. It takes a lot of pressure to break that. A lot of pressure.
It
You're a
does.
very sturdy being. I mean, I'm telling you right now. As
Leave
humans,
Paco alone.
we're
What are you talking
sturdy.
about?
We're really sturdy, to be totally honest.
Oh my god, dude! Like,
Did we
why-
miss like
how,
a entire
how have
thing of
we
chat?
not seen all of this?
We have
What
missed
is
all
going
of
on?
this. What have you been doing,
What is
Jay?
going on
You
here?
totally stopped us. Okay, so to chat, apparently Jay decided to scroll up, and then we lost all the chat up until
Paco
just
is
now.
what does that even say? What is, Bridget, Bridget,
Thank
like,
you,
I
Aaron.
kind of
Femur.
think that you've been drinking a lot more apple juice than I have, because that doesn't even make
No,
sense.
that's from that Rick and Morty show.
Oh, I don't watch that show, so that doesn't
I've
make any
tried.
sense to me. I can't. There's no. I've
Okay,
seen one
so
episode and I stopped watching.
Okay,
it.
so for the record, as
Oh.
someone who's actually broken another human being's femur,
Thanks, Joe. We
it
love
takes
having
a
you on your show.
lot. It takes a lot.
I'm going to shout out to Joe. We
Oh, hey,
love
Joe.
having you guys on here.
Yeah,
Still
guys,
keeping
hey,
us
thanks,
around.
Joe.
I got lost out
Thanks
on
for being a
chat.
vanisher, Joel.
From Virginia Beach Paranormal Research Society.
Kevin is correct about
That
the physics.
supernatural.
Supernatural. Sorry.
Oh, I got it. Yes.
I'm looking
He
for
didn't.
anatomy. My ex broke
Are
his.
you seriously just
and
reading the
a
chat now?
car
Now you're just reading it out
Yeah.
loud for everybody.
Yeah,
to
yeah,
see.
I totally am.
I was
totally am.
wondering why the chat wasn't moving. I'm like, I'm
Yeah,
I
seeing
know,
it.
right? It was like
Uh,
on the same freaking thing the entire time. Like Jay
Damn it,
really
Jay.
screwed
No
shit
one-
up for us.
I didn't do anything.
You totally screwed it all up.
No, I know it did though.
You
'cause
need
your
to be
arm
erratic.
triangle the keyboard there all erratically like a weirdo.
Oh,
Dude,
now
the
we're blaming him.
keyboard keys for
Hold on.
what? It's
hold on.
all the way over. I'm
We're
all the way
taking a
over here.
vote of whose fault this is. I'm voting on Jay.
Oh, you guys missing more chat.
I'm voting on Jay.
Yeah. Get Swifty. What the hell is Swifty? Like, what is
Google
that?
it later.
No, like there is no app for that. I ain't gonna Google it. Like there's nothing else. Like explain it, Bridget. I love you. You're an amazing woman. Congratulations, by the way.
I feel like we just got a like.
but at the
I'm
same
not a
time-
psychic. I'm not Sylvia Brown, but I feel like we just got a like from someone named Billy.
No, we did.
I
not.
think we did too.
I don't think we did.
I'm theorizing I saw a bubble. with
I
a head in it.
believe that I saw in my soul of souls a like from someone named Billy.
Who?
The best Billy there ever was.
Who and what
My
is a
favorite
Billy?
Billy.
The single
Not
best.
not the same Billy that I know.
No.
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 You weren't
Different-
lucky enough to know this one.
Different Billy.
Oh, a different Billy.
No.
Oh,
much
well.
much more advanced.
You know
Billy.
what?
Yes.
Hey, Billy
This Billy
Smalls.
is on a whole
Thank
nother
you so
level.
much for being a
Billy
vanisher.
Smalls. He's not a rapper, yo.
Oh,
All right.
man.
So what about the idea of the interdimensional beings? 'Cause I ran into like two other
Let's-
people
Let's
today.
pump a share real quick. Let's jump in and say
Ooh.
before we go
Hey, you
that,
know what? Before you do
go
that,
ahead and
though,
hit the share button.
we only got like 5 more
Share it
minutes.
to your
Share.
page, please.
Good
Thanks
point.
for everyone who has been
5
sharing.
more
It's really
We have
great.
as much time
It's
as I
helping
said.
out.
Much
Now.
as I want.
Let's do this.
All right.
Interdimensional.
So I heard a few people, and I've heard the story a lot of times. We actually read one of our only viewer write-in stories.
The only one we've ever.
No, we've got a couple, but one of the few. And guys, if you want to write a story, if you've had an experience or encounter with the paranormal unexplained, some true crime stuff. If you knew someone that killed somebody that was really graphic and weird, email us at vanishinggates@gmail.com. No, do and tell us about it.
We've been saying that for 6 months.
No, we stopped.
Actually, yeah, we stopped asking for viewer stories because we never got one.
We never got them.
We got like
We never got them. And so if you literally have stories, please email us because we really want to share them.
We want to read
Oh
them.
my god,
on
like
the
so
show.
bad. So bad. Like you would if you actually wanted to make somebody's day. It was like, you know what? Like I want to make somebody extremely happy. You have 3 gentlemen right here that would just be
Wait, hold on,
absolutely
wait. Gentlemen?
gentlemen. We're all gentlemen.
Oh,
We're all gentlemen,
okay.
except for Jay. But apparently,
I mean,
we're all gentlemen here. All right, and we really, really want to read your guys' stories because we would absolutely love to share them. It doesn't mean that we actually have to share your name on
yeah,
air.
well, if you don't
We
want
don't
us
have
to
to
use your
do
name,
that.
we won't.
But the story itself,
I mean, we will, but we won't.
like, you know, it's gonna be
We
amazing,
won't, we
and we
won't.
really
You have to
want,
tell us
we
you
really
don't want us
want
to use
that.
your
We
name.
really want that.
We won't.
Anyway, so interdimensional
Swifty.
Sasquatch.
What is Swifty? I really have to look
Anyway,
this up.
so the story we heard was that the guy was seeing the Sasquatch cross over the highway, and he looked like that Predator outline thing.
Oh
I've heard that, like,
no,
two
we're
or
not
three
doing
other
that
times today.
interdimensional
Yes.
one, are we? Again?
What-
Dude, I don't know,
Interdimensional?
man. I don't know about the whole interdimensional thing. Like, I'm not really up for
It's
that.
on the ley lines.
Why? We're not
The
on
ley lines?
Because I'm actually a
I like
firm
to get
believer.
laid
I'm,
lines.
I'm a firm believer in that Bigfoot is actually legitimately real. I don't think it has anything to do with ley
Well,
lines.
interdimensional things
I
can
don't
be
have
real
any-
too.
No, I mean, like
How do you
seriously,
figure no?
physically, and like I could like this jar of eyeballs. Like I feel like this is
Holy deja vu.
this is
Batman.
real. You know what I mean? And like I feel like Bigfoot is a real character.
Character. You're a real character.
That's
Those
fine.
eyes are
That's
gonna fall
fine.
over.
That's not gonna fall over.
And you also
Dude,
knocked over our
no.
little
I put it
homage
back up.
to
I put it back up.
Nighttime podcast.
I put
Jordan,
it back
who was
up.
a guest
Calm
on the show
down.
recently.
I just had a wicked case of deja vu.
Did you
Why?
really?
Yeah, like that entire thing. I felt like we've done it like more than once before.
Well, we have.
Well, when you have a lot of apple juice and grape juice, you kind of repeat things over and over and over.
Yeah.
I still feel like that was deja vu. That's so weird. Like I just had
Wish you
the
had
like the utmost feeling
Oh,
of
is that-
deja vu.
Google it after
That
the
actually-
show.
No, I'm gonna Google it right now because Bridget, I want to be on the same. Like, is there any more comments after that? Because it seems like you have to scroll down to actually see the
No,
comments.
that's it.
Okay, that's the last comment.
Yeah, you pissed everybody off. They'll have to hate
Yeah,
you.
that's fine.
Yeah, they decided they don't want to talk to you anymore. That can't be the last comment. We have 98 now.
With
I don't know what 98 is.
You didn't scroll down again.
I did. I tried.
Son of a
It
bitch.
is a Rick and Morty thing. You did. Oh my goodness! Are you serious? Are you
I
serious?
already told you.
What did I say? Oh my god! This is the most talking Paco has ever done on the show. Yes, it is. It is, Richard. Thank you so much for putting that out there in the open.
Oh
I
no,
really
it's been
appreciate
out there
that.
in the open forever.
Oh
That's
my God.
biggest complaint.
Put down your
Please,
pants.
no.
Hold on, no, go back down, go back down.
Wait,
She
we're
just
gonna-
explained it.
Wait, no.
She just explained. Go back down. And shit on the floor. What? Get out of here, Bridget. Get out of here.
Don't really, but
That is what? And that's you know what? I love you, Bridget. I love you. I love you. You're an amazing woman, but at the same
He
time,
has no idea that you're amazing. I think.
All
at
right,
the same
so
time,
I
I'm
will
skeptical.
not
What I
ever watch
said-
that show.
okay, so
I will
guys-
not watch that show.
on a true crime kind of thing, being that I mentioned Billy, called him out in the comments because I didn't know he watched the show. Love you, buddy. So, on a non-Sasquatch thing, because frankly, we're all over the board right now. But I want to talk about something. You guys know, if you've watched this for a while, that I worked at a mortuary for quite a while.
No, you don't.
I did. So did Billy. So we've had a lot of really great cases.
Somebody should really like tend to the scroller.
They should be doing it automatically.
You know what I mean? Like just constantly just scrolling down the entire time. Like, look, there's more. There's more.
Hashtag thanks,
There's more.
Zuckerberg. I love you, Mark. Don't hurt me. No, but so speaking of Willow Creek, actually, is where this happened.
This heat sucks.
This is terrible.
This heat sucks.
So the story Billy wants me to tell, if you guys are following the chat, when I worked at the mortuary with him, and I'm still pouring my grape juice.
Wait, that's not great.
It's apple juice. It's apple juice.
Apple juice.
You gotta get the colors right.
There you go. I'm colorblind.
Sorry,
It's a very foamy apple juice.
it's just the Irish. in
Apple
me.
juice foams.
Well, anyway, so mortuary Billy.
So me and Billy were working for the mortuary. We had a call out to Willow Creek. in like an offshoot spot, which is kind of like. So if you're the first on call at the mortuary as a removal technician, is the term. If it's a hospital thing, you just go by yourself.
Right.
But if it's a house thing, you go with a second on call, which I was a second on call, and Billy was the first on call, and it was a house situation where the person had passed in their house. Passed with an A, guys. Before you get all worried. I mean, he totally pissed in his house because he was dead.
Yeah,
But-
I mean, when you died, he could have.
But
That's
so
horrible.
we're walking
That's
in.
horrible.
We
Don't
go up
speak
this
like that.
long road. Our phones don't work. The phone we had one of those car phones still. It was in a bag.
Oh, perfect.
This is how long ago this was. We're
Humble
going up
County
this
at its
account.
finest.
I just said account. Technically, right? We get in and we both already
Dude, that's
know.
horrible.
There's like two family members there, okay, at the place to meet with us. And we both already know something's wrong. We walk in, the door's obviously been like messed with, like kicked in, damaged. And the guy is
So
laying there.
The account's been messed
The
with.
account has been corrupted. So we
Someone
get in
hacked the
there
account.
and there's this guy laying face down. Just now his relatives called him in as like deceased. But this guy's laying face down with a pillow. He was walking, and it was clear that someone like clubbed him or something from behind. Because the entire tray went, and he was holding the tray, but all the pills and everything went everywhere. It wasn't something you would just see and fall down.
Right.
So we got these two relatives in there with us for this. And Billy, remind, like, if you have more insight, my memory might be a little foggy on this. If you have some better memory on it, like, tell me in chat, and I'll correct. But guy fell down, basically. With the whole thing, oh, he died. Man. If you're carrying a tray like this and you fall over,
Way to
you
make it
tend
so
to fall on
nonchalant.
it. Well, you fall on it instead of throwing it all over the place. It was clear that he had gone down and been assaulted, and he was dead as a doornail. But the relatives were very insistent we take him, so we tried to go out. We went out to our removal van, which is what they call those, and because they don't, you guys, when you die, you don't get removed in a coach, which most of you guys might know is a hearse.
See, I mean, I wanted to be.
Technically a coach, if you want to be proper, because
So
that's
true.
not who we are calling it a hearse.
So true.
I'm gonna be removed in a
That's
hearse.
an inside joke that only one guy watching the show is going to get. So,
Billy!
we're out there talking like, oh, look, dude, we know someone killed this guy. Yeah, lots of pills. Kicking the door, no gas in the generator. Exactly, Billy. Thank you. Now, for the heads up, Billy has police experience. I'm not going to go into that, but he does. He's a guy that knows what he's talking about when it comes to this stuff. We both noticed it. It was very creepy for both of us. And being someone I care about very deeply and someone I trust a lot, we were both like, yeah, no, this is not a good thing. We're both like, this is bad.
Wrong county.
What? Oh, where was it at then, Billy? In
Wrong
chat?
county. It was Trinity.
Wrong county. It was Trinity County.
Trinity County.
Do we go that far in Trinity? Or was it Del Norte?
No, it was Trinity.
I thought it was
saying-
Humboldt.
I'm
How the
saying it
hell
right
do
now.
you know?
I'm saying it right now, just because I feel it. I just feel it.
Anyway,
Like,
so
we
oh,
do a
no,
paranormal show.
He's
We
right,
do a paranormal
because
show. I'm feeling Trinity County right now. I'm just feeling it right
It
now.
is because we actually dropped him off. It was at McDonald Files Mortuary in Trinity County or something. So,
Did you call the police?
well, we'll get to that, Bridget.
yeah,
Chat,
yeah.
don't
You,
worry.
you gotta calm down, Bridget. You're getting a little too
No
feisty there.
spoilers, darling.
Yeah,
Yeah, just outside
just
of
out
Humboldt,
of home.
Trinity
So
County.
what does that mean? Is that Del Norte or is that Trinity?
Trinity
Like,
is Trinity.
does it,
No,
it all
because
depends on
of
which
the
way you
mortuary we
go.
went to. Yeah, we were on 299. So
All right,
it's still in
Trinity
Bigfoot
County.
territory, still
See?
in that
Told
area.
you, Jack.
And so we go in, we both know something's really wrong. Door's kicked in, obviously, something's bad. The relatives are really adamant that we get rid of him. And we're both like, dude, if we take this guy right now, because we can't get any service on anybody, we can't get a hold of anyone that we need to, including the county coroner. And we're like, dude, so what do we do? Well, I guess we got to take him. I'm like, you know that if we take him, we're going to get a call from the coroner tomorrow and have to come back. I was like, well, we both agreed, yeah, that's going to happen. So guess what happens? We bag him and tag him.
This is Bigfoot.
No, this is the dead guy.
Oh.
And
Oh, we were hoping this is Bigfoot.
we
Then.
put him in the fridge.
And you shamed him.
Well, this is a true crime thing now. Put him in the fridge. And then old Billy has to drive him back to Trinity County the next day because the coroner calls, hey, something's wrong here. Well, I never heard the end of that.
This doesn't look
Hey,
right.
Billy in chat, did you ever actually hear the end of what happened there? Because I don't know what actually happened with that, if it went anywhere. But we had a lot of weird ones. We actually had an embalmer actually send a guy to the grave with a full Woody.
Wow.
He must have really liked.
Harrelson was on the scene.
Yeah. Woody Harrelson. You're a bad person. Oh, man.
Lots of talking with Trinity. Yes.
So one of these days, I'm gonna have Billy on the show. I hope Billy, you're gonna come on and talk about some of the crazy stuff we experienced when we worked for the mortuary.
It's gonna be a bit of a travel.
Most definitely.
We can call him. You can FaceTime call him. So guys, we didn't cover much Bigfoot.
No,
we got there somewhat.
But we did. You know what? We actually had a really good length of Bigfoot discussion, though.
I had fun.
I mean, we built up to it. We talked about it, and then we discussed other things.
We hyped you up,
and so it was fine. It was fun. It was fun.
But I did take quite a bit of footage at the festival at Bigfoot Days. I did the 50th anniversary. Not quite a bit, it's not a lot, but I mean, we'll have a good half hour, maybe hour episode coming up this week, midweek, if I can get all the stuff cut together and make it work right. So
absolutely,
yeah,
it's nice that all the comments are actually flowing now. And
all right, you have to tell Bridget's future now.
I have to tell Bridget.
Bridget wants you to tell her future.
Tell her future, Paco.
All right, Bridget. You know what? Okay.
Oh gosh.
Here it is. Here it is.
Okay, well.
You are definitely channeling the spirits tonight. Oh my God, that is amazing. All right, so I'm not one.
He knew that too.
I'm not one for doing this. I am not one for doing this, Bridget. You know what? And I really don't want to make fun or offend anything or anyone out there. So yes,
it is channeling.
It is totally the apple and grape juice. So
every Saturday, Billy. Every Saturday.
Every Saturday at 7 o'clock.
Every Saturday.
Make sure you like and share the freaking page. Now
and
back to Bridget.
Video.
Hold on, you guys better shut up. Bridget is more important to me right now.
She's more important to everybody.
Quit. You know what I mean? She's a Murphy sister and is no longer gonna be a Murphy.
I know, right? We're losing our Murphy girl.
I know, right? It's terrible. Like our whole fantasy thing is completely out the window now.
No.
Oh,
No.
My God.
No, bad.
Oh, sorry.
Bad.
Sorry. So no, Bridget. Seriously though. Seriously. You know what? I am actually gonna take I'm gonna take a little bit of advice from, if you remember our tarot card reader episode. I'm gonna take a little advice from her.
Oh, Emily's in chat actually. Or
Emily? Was she?
Yeah.
I haven't really looked because everything hasn't really been.
You're also wearing Lady Gaga glasses. You can't see anything.
I don't care. It's new to the show. So, but anyways, back to my point, Bridget. All right. Fantasy, don't question me like that. Okay, it's okay. It's okay. But no, seriously, Bridget, you and your man, as long as you guys are amazing together.
Shut up, Seth, right now, please.
What the hell? I can't even do it. They won't let me do it.
No,
they
you
won't
can't.
let me do it.
You're just repeating what Emily said.
No, I'm not. I'm not. Seriously, I'm not repeating what Emily said. All I'm saying is that, you know what? Be happy, Bridget. As long as he makes you happy, be happy. That's all you got to do. Live life to the fullest. And if it's with him and he makes you to that fullest, live it as much as you can. And have as many babies as you can. And provide. And be faithful. And be loyal. And be loving. And have an amazing life, Bridget. You're going to do wonders. You know what? You're an amazing woman. Your man is an amazing man. I hope you two fall absolutely in love and last forever with one another. It's a mistake, but congratulations.
Hold on. I'm going to tell your future now properly. I'm going to give it 5 years, divorced, probably addicted to drugs.
That is terrible. That is terrible. Don't you ever speak that about Bridget. Don't you ever speak that about Bridget.
You're the worst person I've ever met.
Get out of here. You're fired.
No free healthcare from Bridget for you.
You're welcome, Bridget. You're welcome. I really, truly, from the bottom of my heart, I really wish the both of you the best.
Guys,
I really do.
Guys, the best thing I say is
put plastic on the couch, Aaron. That's all I'm saying.
And
you're living on Aaron's couch.
All right. I gotta make a phone call. You guys have a wonderful night.
Oh yeah.
I'm just kidding.
Paco out.
That's what you call a joke.
Paco has been out for a minute.
Paco has left the building. Wait, no, hold on. Now Paco has left the building. Let's talk crap about him.
Elvis has left the building. Oh, man.
That's for all the mean things you Murphy sisters do to me.
No, they're nice to us.
No, they're mean to me. They pick on me.
No, they don't.
I watch it.
You.
I watch
it. They heart you in the face.
Oh my god. Every episode, they attempt to make me laugh at the worst time. It works too. I hate
they
that.
call you Captain.
Yeah, I know.
That's an endearing title of power and mystique.
Like and share the video, everyone.
I can't even answer for anything that Paco said.
I don't think I even heard half what he said. It was mostly just shouting.
You're good. Oh man. Oh, it's good. As always, this is a kind of professionalism,
amazing quality,
awesomeness that you've come to expect from.
It wasn't a bad episode. If you think it is, that's the Mandela effect, and you're wrong.
Guys, I can't apologize enough already. I'm already having heat exhaustion, inhaled way too much smoke.
Heat exhaustion is a real problem right now.
It is, guys. It's like 100 degrees in the studio, and I have a little fan going, and the air coming off the fan is like hot. Not like Paco would be attracted to, but it's hot. Which at this point seems like it could be a shrub.
That's just rude.
I mean, it's Paco. Who cares?
That's rude.
He's out there kissing my car, probably. Guys, sorry. As always, thank you for watching. Please don't forget to share, like, follow, subscribe. Please email us your stories. If you've seen Bigfoot, if you've had ghost encounters, feel like you've been abducted, if you know someone that did, just tell us the stories. Send them an email to what? vanishinggates@gmail.com. It's 2 G's in Vanishing Gates, one word.
I don't want to talk in public. I'm like a deer in the headlights.
Follow us on Twitter, Vanishing Gates,
Hi guys.
one word. And on Twitch now, because our dear friend Aaron, one of our best people here, let me know that Twitch is now kind of a really cool way to go for these kind of things.
I mean, I think it will do well.
I wouldn't have done it if it wasn't
it's
for
just
Aaron.
a question of whether or not we're going to be doing anything live there, because eventually we're going to be live on all the platforms.
Well, we will be when we have more equipment.
Yeah, that's
so guys, hold tight on that. But it does help when you guys go and check it out. Same with YouTube. We're not live on YouTube yet because we're kept stuck in a situation where we don't have enough equipment to.
We're not starting the Dead Poet
stream
Society for me, okay? That's just not happening here, Bridget.
What?
The Dead Poet Society, Oh Captain, My Captain. You never seen that movie? You have no class.
How do you assume I haven't seen? I'm like a huge movie buff. How do you think I haven't seen the Dead Poet Society?
I just said, "Oh, Captain, My Captain," and you gave me a weird
look. I was
like,
just confused because you said it. I thought you were talking to yourself.
No, I was reading what Bridget said.
I thought you were greeting your hand or something. I don't know.
Whatever. I don't know how live is at the moment. See, live for us is it's starting to maybe think we should not do these things live.
No, we have to do them live. We have set a terrible precedent.
We've set a horrible precedent.
So that said, don't forget, please, to like, follow, subscribe, all our other channels, and share them. Sharing them will help us tremendously.
So yeah, like in these episodes, it's like 2 clicks. Like, and then share, and then post.
Turn on notifications, and if you see a post, guys, again, Facebook is kind of squelching us. We don't have a big enough following yet for a lot of people to see. We're not that high up on the algorithm. Same with YouTube. The more you guys go to YouTube, and if you want background noise, one of the best things you can do for us is pull up YouTube in the background and just put on one of the older shows and catch up a little bit if you haven't seen it yet, or just listen to it over and over again.
Yeah, just do that. You know, the biggest problem, one of the biggest problems we're having is unless we basically pay YouTube to boost us.
No, Facebook.
We can't even get like.
I have spent
they
more money boosting Facebook than anything else.
Well, we've got 200 and something followers, and a large chunk of them tell us that they're not getting any
notices. You guys aren't getting
notices.
the heads up when we go live, or it's a short little blurb. But the more you like and share our posts, and again, I know I don't have all the time in the world to keep posting all day long. I still have a regular job. I still have to do the regular 9 to 5. But it helps a lot and tremendously if you share, reshare. And when you go to YouTube and watch the videos, if you have nothing else to do, nothing else is going on, turn the video on, put the playlist on, let it go through. That helps us tremendously as well. I don't know about Twitch as much yet because we just started that today, but let's see how that works out. What?
Sounds good to me.
Oh, okay,
Hey,
good.
you guys!
What?
I don't know. I just had a moment where I was thinking about the Goonies.
Why?
I want to watch it now. Because ever since I did the Truffle Shuffle, I've wanted to watch it, and I just keep forgetting.
I'm gonna actually hold you to this. The Truffle Shuffle thing didn't get seen because of Facebook's algorithm. So
I am so glad that no one saw the
I
Truffle
think
Shuffle.
it's an
to be
appropriate
honest.
time for you to
I don't think it's a good time.
revisit the Truffle
No,
Shuffle.
I don't think I'll be doing that.
I think you need to revisit the Truffle Shuffle.
One time pulling out my big belly and doing a Truffle Shuffle is
Hey,
just
you know what?
spot
Stop
on
shaming
enough.
yourself and own that body. Own it. You ain't sinking.
I do own
You're
it.
buoyant.
I've got a birth certificate that's kind of like a sales certificate that tells me I own it.
No, it's more like it's more like
You're rude.
one of those things they put on G.I. Joe cards. Rude. Very rude. And that's the point. No?
I told you to put plastic on your couch because I was making a joke about Bridget not succeeding and sleeping on your couch. Because I'm
Make
a
sure you
horrible
let the
person.
viewers know this is in chat because not everybody can see the chat.
Aaron, that's who I'm talking to.
Oh, we are hearing chat requests for Truffle
That is
Shuffle.
one person. That is not a consensus.
Guys in chat, if you want to see Truffle Shuffle,
I
blow it
am
up
not
right
doing the
now.
Truffle Shuffle. It is way too damn hot, and
Don't
on
do it.
top of that, I'm making as many excuses as physically possible.
They'll do it.
I will not do it.
Oh, come on. No, come, Truffle Shuffle.
No. That's not. Can we end this? I've got nothing left.
You want to leave after the Truffle Shuffle? I know this is turned into a regular old-fashioned shit show.
Now
Vanishing Gates.
Now that the Truffle Shuffle's been brought up, I want to end the show. You know, actually, to talk about Bigfoot a little bit, honestly, that's what.
Oh, we're gonna actually talk about Bigfoot now. Can we do this? Is this a thing?
Hold on, wait. I just remembered
We're
about the
reading
devil
chat.
worshiper that broke this crematory. The crematory?
The crematory. Oh, we have some stories. We have my buddy Billy coming on as a guest soon for stories of that are basically true crime and god awful and horrible. Yeah.
Sorry,
Great.
Bridget. I was just kidding. I really don't think that's gonna happen. I don't. Stop asking for the Truffle Shuffle, Bridget. Jesus.
Truffle Shuffle. Truffle Shuffle.
I quit. I'm gonna go do my own show, and we're gonna talk about things.
All right, so that said, guys, avoiding the Truffle Shuffle, I'll repost the video later because I still have it.
Stop.
Reposting it again. So,
Oh,
guys, we do have our Twitch stream up, our Twitch channel up. I haven't quite figured out all the intricacies. Are you gonna game tonight on Twitch? Dying Light.
I may, but I deleted Dying Light. I don't really want to play it that much. I'm playing Resident Evil 5 right now.
We'll do that. Why don't you do Resident Evil 5 tonight for the gamer stream?
Because it's about as scary as a family-friendly clown video.
We're about as scary
It's a
as
little
the
scary.
fact that if you meet us, you'd be like, "Ah, you're kind of weird. Stay away from me."
No, okay, I'll take that. Also,
So,
I didn't
are you gonna do that tonight?
Yeah, fine. I'll air Resident Evil 5 on Twitch.
All right, guys. As always, I am your host and the Explain the Fortean, the strange, true crime, and weirdness. Your very favorite vodcast host, Jay. For Paco,
I'm the favorite.
you didn't Truffle Shuffle. You're down.
I'm
the
the
list.
favorite.
You're down the list.
Shut up.
This is
The 20th Doctor in the future, Jack. I'm going to be the 20th Doctor.
You're not even English.
You don't know that.
I
I may live a
literally
double.
know that.
I may be a double life, or have a double life, and I may be actually English in my other life that you don't know about. I'm just saying.
Are we gonna do a past life regression episode where we
Yes.
actually take you to a hypnotist and
My past life, I was the first Doctor. Who I don't think is dead.
oh no, he's dead.
Oh, well, there we go then. Where'd Paco go? He left.
Don't worry, guys. Paco might be back if Delivery doesn't film tonight forever. We will see you next time, right here on Vanishing Gates. Thanks for watching. You're gonna do your little thing there?
Wait. What about that one thing?
What thing?
I don't know. Goodbye, everybody.
That one?
Smooth. Now you have to stop on the other side too.